Hey, it's Jack from Alphacharts with a stocks to watch video. Today is March 15th, 2024. Before we get started, this video is for informational purposes only. These are not recommendations to buy, sell, or hold any stock or security. Now, I may hold positions in some of the equities mentioned, your time frame and risk tolerance. All right, oh yeah, don't forget, like and subscribe to my channel. Check me out on X at Alphacharts365. Become a subscriber, $10 a month. There's no contracts. You like it, you stay on. You don't like it, you stop it. I mean, the risk is literally $10. That's it. That's your max risk. I think this will pay for itself in short order. I know it does from my other subscribers. Very positive feedback. It's worth a try. So check us out at Alphacharts365. All right, getting into the charts. Here's your SPY. And big, beautiful breakout. I think that's a big deal, this breakout. But we are starting to see this weakness, right? And this weakness, again, I've shared this with my subscribers quite a bit, that we've seen this divergence in RSI. And again, I'm not going to get into the details of everything, but just know that there's some weakness and some caution to be had in the market. That's the background in which I'm giving this information today. And I believe that this is more of a rotational thing than anything else. I could be wrong, but I think that there are areas of the market holding up very, very well. And you see some of these that I have on today were and are trades that me and my subscribers are in currently. Here's Nucor, right? So here's New, and it's right back to this IPO highs right here, and it's just kind of consolidating. Not doing anything wrong, letting moving averages catch up. This breaks out, I think, NU could be a very big, nice winner. Again, nice accumulation on the bottom as well. Robinhood. So here's Robinhood, and again, we're seeing this, from the IPO. It just basically got slammed, a few days afterwards, and then it's been basing ever since. And now we're starting to see this breakout. And again, here's the IPO VWAP right there, and price got above the IPO VWAP, maybe a little ahead of itself. I would love to see this gap fill. It may have filled already, actually. Basically a tag of the 9-day. So we'll talk about maybe a 1710, somewhere around there. And I like to see that hold. If it gets below, this bar, then I'd probably be out of it at that point, right? So again, the risk is really good. If you bought around here, roughly there, 5-6%, looks good, right? That's the kind of setups that I like to give my subscribers. I like this one a lot, actually. HIMS, giant move higher here. Let's throw a VWAP on there because I usually do that already, but I haven't quite yet. So here's the hims and hers healthcare or whatever. And you see it's definitely, it was a SPAC, not at all-time highs. I think this $25 is an interesting spot for it. It is running into a little supply right in here. But what interests me is highest volume ever. See this bar right there? And again, there it is. See this bar right there? Highest volume ever. That's a big deal. That's a name we want to be involved in. It's here's your VWAP. It's moving tightly in a sideways range. There is nothing not to like about this chart, in my opinion. And again, as long as it stays above, really the VWAP, I'd like to see it stay above, and eventually this 23-day EMA as it kind of continues forward here. So HIMS looks great. App 11. So this was a little cup and handle that me and my subscribers talked about. And actually, this was the target right here. I still have it right there. Look at that. So the target was 54. And, again, it's continued a little bit higher than 54. The gap was 59 and 14. So that's where, if partial profits could have been taken. And now it's kind of just drifting higher and letting moving averages catch up. No real volume to speak of as far as selling goes. So far it's looking pretty good. Again, if this 58.60 holds, I love it. $60 or so is where the VWAP is, 59.70. And that's another place where you can manage risk against on the downside, and on the upside, I'd want to see it break out, obviously. Kava. This is a name. Let's again, we're in this one too. Subscribers, and this is one that I like. This little flag. We've been in it since here. Sold a little bit up here. Rebought some. Actually, did I buy it today? Yeah, I think I bought a couple shares today. And it is looking like it wants to break out again, right? What more could you want? So looks good, right? I mean, straight up flag break, just like this. Where would I manage risk? You know, I like this name longer term, so I would give this one a little bit more space. That's just me. All right, let's keep going. Next up is on clouds, on. So it had this nasty look on earnings, and buyers stepped right back up. And now it's really been holding up really nice, back above its moving averages. So I like that a lot, actually, the strength that the buyer's showing up again. And it does have a cup and handle look to it, right? I'm going to pretend like this bar didn't happen. And again, you may agree with that, you may not agree with that. It's just what I'm doing. But I'm gonna pretend like this bar didn't happen, and this cup and handle looks really nice, and I think if it breaks out from here, I think that this is the early entry, and then this is more traditional entry above 36 or so. And that's that, right? What else do we have? PEOR. This is a computer software name, so I'm not hot on these particular names all that much right now. But this one is doing everything right. And let me just draw it in here. There's your little flag. May go up a little bit more. May find some supply in this $85 area though. So just be careful with that one. That's PEOR. Sweet Greens. It's I guess a restaurant, right? Yeah, restaurant. It's extended. I'd like to see this come back some way too far, you know, 10% there, another 25% to the 23-day. But on any kind of pullback, I'd like to be involved in this particular name as well. Again, it was some kind of SPAC, it looks like back here, and it's now starting to make its little base, a little double bottom look right there too, right? What's next? SYM. Symbiotic, that's what it's called. All right, so this is an interesting one. So this one, again, I don't know where the VWAP, but look at that. Look how the VWAP from the IPO nails it here, nails it here, nails it here, nails it here. And now we have this right here, right? So again, if we break the trend line, this is the early entry. Love the bunched up things, bunched up moving averages. That's a place I could, again, manage risk against very easily. Looks pretty good, right? Still at a rising 50-day, I'm sorry, 200-day, which I like. And everything's looking fine. Some accumulation showing up here, on this pullback into here. Very low volume in this pullback right there. Low volume. So yeah, Symbiotic looks real good. And the last one in my list today for y'all is Brothers Coffee. Again, this was one that we talked about for my subscribers. That was the cup and handle, and now is making another flag here. I think I'm breaking this flag, and we could be long this name. And continue higher. All right. So again, you have an idea of what my subscriber group kind of looks like. A lot of these names we have been on our lists and we have traded. And if you think this type of information can help you, it's just the tip of the iceberg of what I present to people. So check it out at Alphacharts 365. Hope you all are having a great day. Good luck. Bye bye.